Hello friends, welcome to Chatterfax Games. I am once again playing Memoriapolis. I'm about halfway through, just over halfway through the Age of Enlightenment, and I want to get to the end of the Age of Enlightenment and see what happens at the turn of the age. I'm not sure if the goal is to play the next age or just get to the Industrial Revolution, but we'll see how it goes. We've come a very long way since the Age of Antiquities. We now have full-on factories over here making glass and um, what is this? Cast iron over here. So we're definitely increasing the manufacturing of our city and machinery and stuff. So we're getting to that era. um, I do need to upgrade this brickwork that I destroyed and shouldn't have, and make sure I got that fully upgraded to make sure my brick production chain is doing fine. Um, yeah. In the meantime, I guess I want to boost my cultural buildings because the only thing I'm missing from here is building points. I'm about five building points short. Otherwise, I've hit all my goals for the age. So I'm not worried about missing any of my goals this time around. I believe this can go to level 4. Yeah, my brickworks can go to level 4. It's funny that it doesn't actually show up in there while it's under construction. Over here, my frame rate always drops because I guess there's just too much city going on there. If I notice it's better when I zoom out like this, so I'll just try to keep it zoomed out when I'm in this area. What was that? An election is starting. I really haven't dug into the elections system and how I can exploit it, so I'll hold off on that. Level 5 camp, level 5 camp. So yeah, I just want to keep cutting down these forests. Deforestation, it's good for the planet, man. So I know you can regrow forests, but you can only regrow 1,000 trees at a time, so I'm wondering if it's even worth it. If I have enough forest to harvest until the end of the game, then I don't need to worry about reforesting. Going to speed things up a little. Yep, I can't improve that again, so I'm good there. Election is finished and another election started immediately. Alright, Sorcha from the Anglicans would like me to sell them the manor. I can do that. Boom, happy faction, and one more building I don't need to take care of. I'm actually gonna hold off because I want a reserve of workers in case I get any faction requests for buildings and such. I've got all my current cultural buildings built. I just need to get my faction power boosted enough that I can build some wonders. One way I could do that is by unlocking some new cultural buildings and building them. But like I said, I kind of want a reserve of workers before I build any, just so I can um, be ready to fulfill any faction requests for evolving buildings, etc. Looks like this area where I built some cultural buildings is filling out with districts. Got another election going on, or finished? Yep. So if I look in my politics tree, or my politics screen, curious about these articles. Um, Yeah, so I don't have a minister of finance or a prime minister. It looks like the election is happening now, and the prime minister election isn't for another 131 cycles. I'm curious how that works. What's this? New article. So I guess I need to go right back into that articles, so I can choose article 2. I think consuming less food is a good idea. I'm actually going to go into trade routes and unlock these ones I haven't unlocked before. Get me some more passive income going. I could work on turning them into trade posts, but I haven't really figured out what the benefit of that is. I know I need to send them resources, but I'm not sure what I get out of it. Well, let's look at that. So convert to a trading post. Need to send them 25, 50 bricks. And it costs this much to set up. And regular gifts. Interesting. I'll try establishing one, and hopefully it won't drain me. I'm all caught up on gold and bricks, so I think we're doing fine for that. Got another election going on. Alright, I'm going to do a cultural building. Defense of peasants' rights. Gonna put that in over here. That's going to boost esteem. I want to boost belonging as well. 26 cycles to finish that. Come back over to my brickery, make sure, yep, I'm at level 4. I don't know why I keep second guessing myself on that. What happened here? Druids of the Isle of Man actually decide to take a territory for themselves, a district for themselves without asking me. I don't know how I feel that. Vassity from the faction the Strelski Melissa would like you to help them extend the influence of their culture, promote decrease, stop immigration. That sounds like a terrible idea. Yeah, no, I want my city to keep growing so I can keep building more buildings. I need more workers. Yeah, I am not gonna do that. Sorry, guys. That is a terrible policy. More workers are an important resource here. What's the next cultural building I want? Probably artillery barracks. I should check my know-hows. Can I do infinitesimal calculus? Or reduce the risk of incidents? I'm doing fine on coins, so I'll actually remove the watermark. I'll deactivate the watermark. And then I'll get or theology. I'll do the diving bell. Do I want to let a reserve of workers build up, or do I just want to go ahead and build it? I'm gonna build it over here. See if I can start getting some districts built out here. Yep, I wasn't gonna promote that policy. No, thank you. It's interesting how these districts have grass at first, but then they kind of become paved over, and then they get filled in more as they grow. More elections coming up. Still not there with the Prime Minister yet, but in about 15 turns we'll have one. Promote the decree security measures. That's one I could potentially do if it's not too much. Increase the attractions generated by ramparts by 20%. Increase the trust of factions inside the ramparts. I will. This is empty. It's the current election. So I need to wait for a minister before I can vote for that. Interesting. Hopefully this election happens before that's over with. I think we'll be okay. I could fill out this area. I could build some cultural buildings down here and let these cities grow together through here. I'm waiting for a notification that the election is over. There it is. So I do have a Minister of the Armed Forces, so I will submit this. Was accepted, made my faction happy, perfect. I still want their influence to grow. porcelain manufacture would be good. $289. Yeah, I'll build down this way. Somewhere in here. So that's going to improve health. I think I'm also going to boost, not creativity, how about belonging? In the meantime, did this one over here, is it going to get any ones building around it? I'm curious. It does have attractiveness around it, so it should get some districts building there if they can. So hang on, I'm generating 60.4 wood every cycle, or 60-ish. I'm using 80 plus 96 every 6 cycles, so 176. I'm using 176 wood, but I'm producing 360. I'm fine there. Yep. So I'm not sure what I'm falling behind on. Well, now it's telling me I'm only producing 50 per cycle. Oh. Yep. Anyways. More elections. It keeps giving me notifications about elections. I should probably try to figure out how that part of the game works, so I'm not just ignoring all those notifications. Oh yeah, I'm back up to 5,000 wood. It's just every 3 cycles it takes some, and every 6 cycles it takes extra, so it takes a little bit to restock that. I've got plenty of gold coins. I'm bringing in so many gold coins. Looks like well... Yeah. So it feels like it's just kind of a waiting game at this point, because I want to build some wonders. But I need... Oh, I can do the basilica. Yes, let's get that going. Alright, but I should be there on my Esplanada. Just 2 building points short. Interesting. Alright, so what do I need for this? 493 workers. Perfect. I will just, I'll just wait till I have 493 workers, then I'll put in that basilica. I think I have everything else I need for it. Yep. So on the production line, I am making more than enough of everything. Jezebel from the faction merchants of the Port of Tyre. Promote the decree, antique appeal. I can't do an article, so I don't know why it's showing me that. There's a couple of elections going on. I'm not worried about that. Antique appeal. I'll accept that. I don't see a downside to it. I don't see much of an upside either, but I will accept it. And it was accepted. Alright. So, I mean, the upside is it makes that faction happy, keeps them in power. And power is good because it keeps the taxes flowing in. So how many? I need 493. A new article is available. It's good they let me know that. Yeah, I'll reduce the cost of improving and maintaining trade posts. Is that another wonder available? It is. So now I'll have to decide which wonder I want to build first. They both need nearly 500. Nearly 500 workers. Getting there. This cutting post seems like it might be low on wood soon. It's okay. Garrison of knights into the squire's house. I don't have the workers for it. I don't have the building for it. We're gonna have to let that one pass. Sorry. I want to get these wonders built. That's my priority. Yeah, I mean, I'd almost be at enough workers to build the wonder, so I could fulfill the request, but then I'd have to save all the way up for the wonder again. Yep. What's this? Growth of a trading post. See. Just need 493. Oh, I've got some festivals going on. Perfect, I can build my wonder. There's where my festival is going on. Yeah, right in here seems like a good idea to me. Right, then another 493 workers to get the Bastille in. Not there on the Rue Augusta Triumphal Arch or the Imperial Court Library. So it feels like this game gets much easier in the later periods because you get so far ahead on these, and I think that's just snowballing from your earlier actions. So it feels like maybe they need to adjust the difficulty on the later ages. But right now I'm just waiting for workers for my wonder. What do we got here? An exploited load is empty. Okay, so it can't get stone anymore. I still should have 2 quarries that have plenty of stone, so I'll just use it to get more sand. Which never hurt. It's getting stone. This one is stone. And this one over here should be stone. Yep, and it's got plenty, 15,000 still. So we're doing fine on our stone, so I don't need to worry about replacing that one, but I have a second one. I'm not sure why it's giving me... There we go. Alright, so make sure all 3 of these are for the same building. Yep. Okay. And you are set to collect sand, so we're good. Alright. Looks like I got a lot of those festivals going on. That's great. It means my people are happy. I know it increases the risk of incidents happening while there's festivals going on, but that's okay. Ignacy from the faction Copernicus Circle would like you to help them extend the influence of their culture. Sell the Scala. I think we can do that. That even should get me some employees back, which I'm perfectly okay with. How am I doing on food production? Still fine. Nowhere near running out. Right, I'm at 276 workers, so I'm not quite there for the Bastille yet. And I haven't unlocked anything else, so I should possibly think about... Well, I'll build the second wonder first, but then I should think about building cultural buildings under the other 2 factions' powers. I'm definitely refilling a lot of the resources I used up for that wonder. What's going on here? Okay, so that could be a problem. I will use this to get sand. But I'm going to need a second source of clay production. I'm going to switch this one over to clay for the time being. So it looks like my Esplanade visit is coming up, but I've clearly hit everything. for this intermediary visit. I haven't hit everything for the end of age evaluation yet, but Nut from the Spice Sellers would like me to sell them the Militus Christi. I don't have a problem with that. And we're nearly there on the workers I need for my second wonder. So sand-wise, I'm making 90. Yeah, I'm doing fine on sand. Alright, I believe it's saying I've checked off all of my goals I have, so once this wonder builds that should finish off my building points. And I believe I have 178. Yeah, I have 600 turns till the end of the age, so nearly 600. Trade route. Just giving me money. What's going on here? Paris says so I saw 15, it takes 45 gold. Which isn't a lot, because it's making 38 every cycle, but it's taking it every 20 cycles. Yeah. And then these make gold every 3 cycles. So yeah, I think we're fine. I have enough to build my wonder, except I'm going to need to get my clay, my stone, my cut stone. I need to get everything back up. My beams. Okay. I could do it. It's going to use up most of my workers. What the heck. Yes. Since I was short on workers anyways, since I was short on resources anyways, I figured I'd evolve that and let my resources regenerate while my workers regenerate. I just need to be careful I don't get too cautious and forget to actually put in the buildings I need for getting my 2 additional building points. Still haven't unlocked the other 2 wonders, that's okay. To 2,000 clay, I think I'm gonna need closer to 4,000. Oh hey, what's going on here? The Spice Sellers want to expand their territory. I'm happy to let that happen. I need to make sure I'm actually checking in over here for those kinds of notifications as time goes on. When I get up to my worker requirement for the wonder, I may just go ahead and buy in whatever resources I don't have, although I feel like I'm getting pretty close there. Yeah, I'm nearly there. I may get there before I get to the worker requirement. I'm at 3,500 out of the... Yeah, I'm just short on clay and wooden beams. And I think I'm nearly there on wooden beams. Looks like I can unlock another article. Article 4. I'm going to increase my know-how slots. All right, let's look at know-how. What do I want to get in? I've got a lot of free slots. I'm just looking through. So these change buying and selling commercial resources. Less food consumption. Less disturbances. Factions can expand more. Fires last 20% less. Trade routes. Going to do this one. Less disturbances. Less food consumption. Is there one more I can do for one? Doesn't look like it. All right. All right. What am I waiting for on clay? I just need to buy in 400 to 500 clay to be safe. Clay. And I can build my Bastille. Where do I want to build it? Do I want to build it down here? Oh, boat and docks. It has to be on the water. Okay. Fascinating. Oh, okay. So only one tiny part needs to be on land. What if I did it in here? And that way I kind of have this port area on my river, not far from this island. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so let's get that built. So that'll be 282. Rua Augusta, so I could potentially get my next two in here. I just need more workers for it. And obviously get my resources back. I'm nearly there on this one, only 44 more cycles. Just wanted to look at my articles, make sure I'm not missing one I should put in. Nope. Still have one I need to wait to adopt. I have another building that's out of resources. It's a cut-in camp. Yep, okay, so I can demolish that. I want to... production, cut-in camp, somewhere around here, just so I'm not missing any of these trees on the side here. And its radius will grow once I improve it, I believe. Improve that. Still got elections going on. Yep, keep growing its radius. So it is going to overlap with this one a little bit, but I just wanted to make sure I cleared all the trees to the side here. Yes, they can expand their territory. Alright, this one is empty. So I can switch it over to iron. And this one, not improving, managing resource, iron. Alright, so I am going to need to build me 2 gold mines, I believe. Because that's iron. That's iron. That's iron. And that's iron. Well, why don't I just switch these 2 to gold? And then I'll worry about what happens. I'll have to build 2 new iron mines once those 2 over there run out of that tiny amount of iron over there. Got plenty of gold to harvest here. Alright. So those will be mainly gold mines. I do have my extra iron mines going. I believe a wonder has been built. Perfect. So that should put me over my building goal in my Esplanade. 138, and I have 143 building points, yes. How am I doing on building this wonder? Basically, I need to get all my resources back up. Alright. I have plenty of people for the time being. I just need to recover my resources. I could buy a bunch of resources, see how that goes. What's going on here? It's letting me know I'm coming up on changing the age. I mean, I've still got plenty of time. I'm curious, not that screen, if I have unlocked the Imperial Court yet. I have not. Okay, so to build this wonder, what do I need? Clay, beams, sulfur. I'm nearly there on sulfur. Beams, I'm about halfway there. Clay, I need a lot. Wood, I'm getting there. Stone, I'm less than halfway. I've nearly got all of my satisfactions filled. I'm wondering if I should just wait for enough resources or if I should bring resources in. I will accept those gifts. How am I doing now? Another election done? Or starting? I can unlock the Imperial Court Library now. I think I need to, if I want to build both of these, I need to trade resources in. Alright, so for this wonder, I need, the big things I need are wood, stone, clay, wooden beams. I'm not that far off on wooden beams, but and cut stone. I'm not that far off on cut stone. If I can get 2,000 and stone, plus a couple hundred wood beam. Let's go 300 wood beams. That's going to be 17,000. I can afford it. Cut stone. Another couple hundred cut stone. Yeah, I'll trade all of that. And then see where I'm at on the wonder. Still not quite there on. Oh, I need clay. Clay. Yep. Where can I get clay from? Clay. Let's get 2,000 clay in. Let's get 4,000 clay in. 3,699 clay. For 12,000 gold pieces. Alright, I should be able to... I just need to generate a bit more stone, so I'm going to do the Rue Augusta. Where do I want to place it? It has to be on the coast, because there's boats. Probably down here will be my best option. Yep. All right. Cultural expansion decree. I did notice I have a request here. Yes, they can expand their territory. Thank you for asking and not just taking it, like that one faction did. That Bastille is still being built. So what I need now is... So they want me to promote a cultural expansion decree. I can almost certainly do that. Yep, I'll promote it. Let's see how that goes. They took it, they accepted. So I want to get one more wonder in before the age changes. It's going to require getting a lot of my resources back up. And also some more workers in. And I'm going to need to get my traders back before anything else happens. So for the Imperial Court Library, I'll need to get my wooden clay back producing. Trading post grew. All right. Yes, they can expand their territory. Thank you. A Beezy family is so great that it allows itself to expand its domain. A new district has been placed under her control without your permission. Yeah, we don't like that, but... construct the red workshop. Do I want to? Cultural building. The red workshop. Yeah, I'll do it. I'm going to put it over here. Okay, so that's boosting health. I definitely want to boost creativity. And I guess, no, not belonging. Esteem is slightly lower. They're all fairly high. Alright, satisfied that faction. So I need to think about what do I need to bring in to build this last wonder. 493 workers, so I'll let my worker population grow for a bit. If I get to 2,200 cycles here, I need to get serious about it and make sure I've brought in enough resources. Food-wise, I'm still not even using half my food, so that's perfect. My Enlightenment area city really has grown out here. And you can see Enlightenment era districts around these areas as well. Elections keep happening. I'm just going to keep ignoring those notifications. We have a building that is out of resources. Okay, it really is out of resources. So I'm just going to demolish it. And then I need to find a new source of clay. Which I think will be these swamps over here. Can also get some stone and sand out of this. Keep the clay coming. The Heliotos expanded without asking. Fair enough. Some of my factions are a little too powerful, so on my next playthrough I may try managing their power a little better so they don't start trying to take over. Alright, I'm going to keep growing that. I want that all the way at level 5. And then I think I need to import whatever resources I don't have for my wonder. One more improvement, and we are good on clay there. How's my other clay mine doing over here? Fine, it's still got 6,800 it can mine. Alright, so what do I need to put in my wonder? 665 sulfur, we're nearly there. 4,000 stone, 4,000 clay. So stone and clay, which could be expensive, but let's do it. So I'm gonna go 1,500 stone, and I can't do any sulfur, so I'll just do that trade. And then clay. We'll do 2,500. What about, actually, let's get the full amount. Trade. Alright, can I build my wonder now? Short on sulfur. But not that short. I only need... I only need a few more sulfur. Sorka from the Anglicans would like me to do the famine forecast. I'll accept this gift here. Famine forecast. Reduces food consumption by 20%. I'll do that. It's not really necessary, but I'll do it. Just to make the faction happy. We're nearly here with our sulfur production. Perfect. Did another wonder build? I'm guessing the Bastille is built. Yep. This one's still building. Oh. And one more sulfur, please. Imperial Court Library. Well, this is a giant building. I guess I will build it in here. Oh. Another article. Where's my politics? I'm going to do incidents are less likely. I'm doing fine on money. I know I drained my treasury, but that was to build wonders. I have a building that's empty. So was doing clay. I'm gonna have it do sand. So one piece of feedback I would give the game is just to be able to select the resource here instead of going into managing resources, because that trips me up every time. So fortunately I still have my 2 full clay quarries, because I have this one here, which could get a little sand out of it. And I have this one here, which has 45,000 clay. That's not running out anytime soon. Which one's out now? Okay, so iron is out, so I need a new iron mine. And probably will need a second new iron mine pretty soon. So where can I find iron? Yeah, so if I build over here, this isn't what I wanted. I wanted production buildings. I want a small mine. And I'm gonna make it iron to replace the building that just ran out. And there's another one, which will be, as I figured, this one. So let's demolish that and build a second iron mine. So I did get all 4 of my wonders built for this age, which I didn't do in previous ages, so that's exciting. Just work on improving these. How far away am I from the end of the age? Basically 1,500 cycles. Just keep things moving along, keep expanding these iron mines, so I don't run out of iron. What's this one? I've got you set to sand, so I shouldn't be getting the notification from you. Oh, I guess because the building's still there, it's still like technically this building is empty. But that should disappear soonish. Improvement, keep improving. So they want me to construct a hospital, that should be fine. I need to see if I've got a hospital unlocked. I do not. So when it has the request, it costs half the resources to build it. I really want this area to be to expand and fill in. So that's going to increase belonging. I think I'll also do creativity. It doesn't really matter. All my satisfactions are really high right now. I've got a really good city going. Get to level 4. I'm out of stones and lime. Okay, I'm there on lime. No, not there on lime. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so that's my iron mines replaced. So they're no longer over here, so those could be districts now. In fact, I think they are districts now. I've got another building out of resources. This cutting camp. Okay, yep. So I kind of want to cut down this area there's not a lot of trees there. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and put my cutting camp over here, right in this area here. This one isn't empty yet. Still got 414 wood. Where is it? This cutting camp is out. Okay. Demolish it. And replace that with another cutting camp up in this area. Right around there should do it. Oh, yeah, it's just telling me because I'm still demolishing it. Alright, I'm gonna come over here and make sure I upgrade these cutting camps. This one should be improved 2 more. Nor from the House of Wisdom would like you to help you extend, so they want me to do non-book printing. Alright, yeah. Was that, policy? Or a know-how? What's that request? Education, non-book printing. Alright, cultural building, non-book printing, down in this region. So that's going to boost creativity. It looks like either belonging or esteem could use a little bit of a boost. Alright. Keep improving. I had all of my cutting camps running out right at the end of the age. Improve. What do I need for this one? 288 stone. Get there. Should get that to level 5. This cutting camp is out now, so demolish that. Okay, so this one can get a little sand going. Not a lot. So once again, I wish I could just click the button right here rather than going into manage resources to do that. These two are nearly done. I do need to build another cutting camp to replace this one. Somewhere in here should do it. Need more stone. I'm making 31 stone every cycle. So I'm using 80. Yeah, I could probably use another stone quarry. All right. What was that? What was that request? Protestant temple. I could build a Protestant temple. What about over on the island over here? Okay, so that's boosting belonging. Let's boost esteem. Let's boost creativity. All right. So I've got a lot going on. I think I need to build another stone quarry because these ones. Okay, so first off, yeah, demolish that. Demolish that. Okay. Well, let's actually just switch this one to stone. And that should help. Alright. I don't need this proximity camp anymore. I don't know why I didn't demolish that way sooner. Alright, I've got a bazillion cutting camps to improve. So, and by a bazillion I mean 4. That's level 5, so we're good. This one needs an upgrade. That needs 252. All right. So I do think I'm going to need to keep at least 3 quarries focused solely on stone. That's okay. I need 90 stone to upgrade this cutting camp. All right. Well, I can handle that once I get to the New Age. Many cycles have passed since you settled in these lands. We've seen this 3 times already, so it is time to change the age. Awesome. All right, I hit all of my goals. Continue. Yeah, so I want to, if possible, I don't know, I'll just go through and choose. I don't really have a system here. I just want to make sure I take a decent selection of buildings from each faction, so no faction is losing too much power or trust in me. I might be able to preserve all of them with 80 memory points. Maybe. Well, some of these are worth 5, 4, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Alright, so I have a few that aren't going to be preserved, but I should be able to repair them pretty quickly. Negative effects, not losing too much power from any of my factions, which is exactly what I want. Yep. Continue. I guess, do I have to go to a new destiny? I'll do strategist, that seems good. Or politician. I'm going to go with the politician, which increases the maximum number of decrees I can have. You're entering a new age, Industrial Revolution, end of the age in 1800 cycles. Alright, manufacture Shadowfax, so the city center is a manufacturing hub. I was thinking that up here would be a good spot for my new city center. Let's put it right on the road. Alright. I've got an empty load. I changed it over to stone, so we're fine there. Really quickly, I wanted to make sure I can upgrade. So this is level 5. This needs to upgrade. I guess I'll worry about that when I come back. I've got a bunch of buildings here that are being repaired already. Yeah, I'll see what this is about. They can expand their territory, please do. Yeah, so I've got a bunch of cultural buildings through here. Looks like I saved most of my ones from this age. Or from the Enlightenment age, I mean. Haven't sold this yet, huh? Alright. So when I come back, I'm on into the Industrial Revolution. This city has grown through most of the map. I've got quite a lot of port going on here. I've got wonders built. I think I have one wonder that's still under construction, the library. Yep, but apart from that, I am excited to get into the Industrial Revolution. I have a new... What is the collection? Metals can be recovered throughout the Industrial Revolution, enabling the formation and expansion of the collection in part of the city. Okay. Well, I'll figure that out when I come back. In the meantime, thank you for watching this. If you like my content, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Have a great day.